Since the onset of the war in Ukraine, Western nations have urged India to distance itself from Russia. However, India has consistently resisted, citing decades of steadfast Russian support and the fact that approximately 65% of its arms imports over the past 2 decades have come from Russia. Indian officials argue that maintaining strong ties with Russia is also essential to counterbalance the deepening relationship between Russia and China, India's primary rival. Western policymakers had hoped India's reliance on the US and its allies for trade and advanced defense technology would eventually shift this dynamic. This led to initiatives like a 2023 agreement with the US to co-produce fighter jet engines in India. Yet recent developments suggest a different trajectory for India-Russia relations. In early 2025, Russian President Vladimir Putin is expected to visit India, and in December 2024, Indian Defense Minister Rajnath Singh traveled to Moscow to discuss a $4 billion radar deal. This was followed by a massive energy agreement under which Russia's Rosneft will supply 500,000 barrels of crude oil daily to India's Reliance Industries for the next decade, valued at $13 billion annually. India has capitalized on discounted Russian oil, which now constitutes nearly 40% of its imports, up from just 2% in 2021, saving an estimated $25 billion in the fiscal year ending March 2024. Rather than scaling back its relationship with Russia, India is deepening its defense and energy ties, aligning with its multi-aligned foreign policy. This approach could become less contentious with the anticipated return of Donald Trump, who had warm ties with India during his presidency and has promised to pursue peace in Ukraine through negotiations with Russia. However, India faces significant risks. The Biden administration's recent escalation of sanctions on Russian oil, targeting producers, insurers, and shadow tanker fleets, could force India to turn to more expensive Middle Eastern suppliers. On the defense front, India remains heavily reliant on Russian arms, despite diversifying its procurement sources. Issues such as delayed deliveries and concerns about the performance of Russian weapons in Ukraine have led to the postponement or cancellation of some deals. While India sees Russia as a key partner for energy, defense, and technology, its longer-term viability as an ally is uncertain. Russia's economic and demographic challenges, potential internal instability, and unpredictable foreign policy could pose significant challenges for India in the future.